Aston Villa have drawn 2-2 to Ipswich, a game that we should have gone and won. And I don't care about anyone that says, you shouldn't be too overconfident. We should be going and beating these teams. Instead, it was a lacklustre performance, and the midweek curse already hits us hard. Please do leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below for all the best Aston Villa content on YouTube. But today we're going to be talking from the heart, because these performances, they really do rile me up, and there's a few performances in particular that I think you know of that we're going to be highlighting today. So we're going to start off by talking about the game. Ipswich, in my opinion, deserved to win. They were much the better team over the 90 minutes. We had about two flurries of 10 to 15 minutes where we looked like an actual Champions League team. The rest of the game, it looked like Ipswich were the better team. They were better on the ball. They were winning the battle in midfield. They were killing us down the left-hand side with Leif Davis. Bailey and Konsa could not deal with him whatsoever. And yeah, they had the better chances overall in the game. I think they had 13 shots to our 6. Emi Martinez did make up for it, but a howler for the first goal. And yeah, they just deserved to win. Went 1-0 up through Liam Delap. It was a decent shot, decent, work, or it should have worked, Emi Martinez, but somehow sneaked in. And then it was a good comeback from us. Morgan Rogers got a goal, Ollie Watkins got a goal, and then after that it was all Ipswich. We didn't build on it at all, and we were really poor in the second half. I think over the 90 minutes we were worse than the first half against Wolves. And there's one person that we're going to have to call out here, because he should not be playing for Aston Villa, and that is Diego Carlos. Honestly, can we just send him out on loan to like Wrexham or something, because they've got a bit of money? Let Deadpool have Carlos for a season or something, because I'm done with him at this football club. He's League One standard. It was his mistake that got us 1-0 down against Wolves. And today he was just, he was awful. Liam Delap was like, a 21-year-old kid whose best season came for like Stoke on loan from Man City. And he was ragdolling Diego Carlos. That second goal, don't get me wrong, Konsa needed to just play that ball out to Jaden Philogene. I'm happy to say that. But the pass was poor, but then he's out of position. Carlos is trying to do the world's worst offside trap, and then he just gets literally done by like a simple step over and cutback by Liam Delap, and literally gets made to look like a school kid whose make-a-wish it was to play in the Premier League. It was really poor from him. He's just terrible. On the ball, terrible. His defensive skills this season, terrible. And then we've got Konsa, who had, a bad game at right-back. He's literally not a right-back. He literally is a centre-back. Please play him at centre-back and just play someone else at right-back. Play Costa at right-back. He'd do a better job, to be honest with you, and he'd actually offer something going forward. Jacob Ramsey in this game was awful. I don't really know what Jacob Ramsey offers on the left-hand side of midfield for us. And again, it is that midweek thing. In the second half, we looked tired. Watkins looked slow. Rogers looked really, really off of it in the second half. I have to be honest. He great performance in the first half, a typical Morgan Rogers performance. In the second half, he just looked tired, slow, cumbersome, and we just weren't on it today. We're not on it, and all credit to Ipswich, because they played us off of the pitch with their intensity. But most of these players had midweek off against Wickham. I mean, I don't know what are they doing. Are they looking ahead to Bayern Munich, and that's why they're a little bit off of it this game? Are they just not really up for these games against lower league opposition anymore? I really don't understand. And we've got lucky against Leicester. We've got lucky against Wolves that we've pulled it out of the hat after being down. We got lucky against Everton. We weren't that great, but we managed to pull it back. The cracks for me are showing this season already, and the schedule is only going to get busier. And that's my only thoughts, opinions, feelings that I've got to say on this Ipswich game. We were really poor. Really, really poor. Diego Carlos is not a Premier League defender anymore. Get him out of my club. Play Konsa at centre-back. For the love of God, play Konsa at centre-back. Terrible. But we got a point. We should be joint top of the Premier League, but instead we're sitting in 5th with Chelsea above us, somehow getting carried by Cole Palmer and his chippy chips. And it was just an awful watch. It was frustrating because these players are so much better than that. I feel like we need to freshen it up in the next game. We've got Manchester United. Yes, they've just got beaten 3-0 by Spurs. Yes, Bruno Fernandes will be serving a suspension, probably. I don't know if that will get rescinded because it was never a red card. We need to be better because that was terrible. Player ratings, just give everyone like a 5 because everyone was off it. Everyone looks sloppy, tired, slow. Our build-up is so slow. Even when we're looking like we're going to counter-attack, our players would much rather dribble for like 5 seconds, then cut back and just pass it back. Let's build up from the centre-backs again. We've got Diego Carlos who literally cannot pass a football. Do better, Villa.